What is up, bros? My name is FURTMUFIN. Today we are back with another Minecraft tutorial. This tutorial will show you how to build this monstrous thing that is called a mob farm. Now, this thing is AFKable and can get you a ton of drops and some very short AFK sessions. Now, this thing may require a bunch of resources, but the loot it drops is absolutely wonderful. Now, what we're going to require is some building blocks, magma blocks, glass, trapdoors, a few hoppers, some redstone dust, just a couple repeaters, observers, sticky pistons, blocks of redstone, some note blocks, a bunch of slabs, and 28 of any item is going to be used for the hopper clock. Don't forget your packed ice and water buckets too. Let's get to building this thing. What you're going to need to do is you're going to get your building blocks and then go out 3 from the center hopper. This is the exact center of the whole build, and it's going to be where all your items are going to be funneling into. Now, you're going to go 3 blocks out, and then place a packed ice, then go 7 more blocks out, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a magma block. Then do the exact same thing on the other side, like this. 1, 2, 3, packed ice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then a magma block. Your build should now look something like this. That's the same for every side, so you're going to do the exact same thing with your 3 blocks, packed ice, and then 7 blocks, and magma block. Once you have all that complete, it should look something like this. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to pick one of these sides, and then you're going to go to the end. Then 2 blocks from this, you're going to place an ice block, and then some of your building blocks, and then go 2 out, 2 towards the main block, and then place an ice right here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks out, then a magma block. You're going to repeat this for both of the sides. So you're going to go another packed ice block, then 2 out from that, 2 towards the direction of the magma block, then a packed ice block, and then you're going to place your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 building blocks, then a magma block. Once you've completed that, it should look a little bit like this. You're not going to put these on each of one of these. You're going to pick the one directly across from where you did your other extensions. So what you're going to do is you're going to get your packed ice block and then completely mirror it to the other side. So that's 2 out, 2 in, packed ice, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 building blocks, then your magma block. This is the skeleton of the build complete. This is going to be the collecting system for all the items that are going to be dropping from your farm. Once you're done with the first step of the design, you're going to outline this whole thing with the building block you have chosen. So I chose some blocks of iron, so I'm going to outline this whole thing with my blocks like you see here. As you can see, I outlined every single block that was within the frame. Once we've finished outlining, we are going to now put in our trapdoors for our water transportation system. First up, we are going to place our trapdoors above each ice block in the system. So I'm just going to go to the top of the block, not the bottom, or else it might go like this. You're going to the top and placing your trapdoors. We're not going to be placing any over the magma blocks or above any of the normal blocks. Just a quick preview of what your farm should look like once you have fully put on all of the trap doors. Your next step would be adding the water source blocks. So I have put glowstone where your water source block should be. So right here, 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 and here, there should be water source blocks so that the items can travel through and get to your central hopper and then flow into whatever chest will hold your amazing items. So it'll be like this. The reason that these are not having any water is because as you can see there, the water will flow down, keep flowing down, and eventually go in here, and that will be the water transportation system that will bring it to the hopper itself. Next, we're going to create the entry systems for the items to get down here. First, you're going to get your building blocks and make a full circle around this magma block right here. Then you're going to do a U shape, then get some magma blocks, and then go 2 out from there, and 2 out from the other side. Then you're going to create another layer, and then 1 more layer above that. Hopefully yours looks something very similar to this, and you're going to repeat this for each one of these magma blocks that are on the side. So 1 there, and then 1 there, and then I'm building 1 right over here. So let me just show you again how this is built. 3 magma blocks, then go out 2 from each side, and then fill this in with some of your building blocks, then put down 2 more layers going upwards. Once you have those all in place, it should look just like this. Now the next step is going to be placing in these giant platforms right over here. So the first step is going to be placing 1 block right here, and then keep doing this diagonally until you hit another one of these poles, I guess you could call them. After you have connected those, you're going to go out with your magma blocks right here, and then follow along this path until you reach the magma block right over here. Then you're going to destroy this block, and then instead of that, you're going to place a glass block. Doesn't have to be white stained glass. I just think that looks better. So then you're going to fill in these blocks that you see right here, and then it should look just like this. The next step is to build up your walls. First, place your building blocks, creating a perimeter around this. Don't forget to fill in these spots right here, as items can get stuck there. And then you keep putting these out, and then once you get to this area, you go 2 up, and you repeat this process until you fill in the entire perimeter with a 3 high wall of your building block. The completed area should look like this, with a diagonal magma block line connecting these 2 collection areas, a 3 high wall going across, glass blocks right here, very important as items can get stuck on the edge if it's a magma block right here, but if it's a transparent block such as glass, you don't have to worry about that since the item can just fall off. Now you must repeat this process for each and every corner of the build. Now once you have this complete, you are going to go to one of these sides and then go 1, 2, 3 blocks out of magma blocks, and then go in this direction like you see me doing here until you reach this area, in which you're going to go 1, 2, 3 out again, and then it's going to connect them like that. You're going to do the same for each side, so you're going to go 1, 2, 3 out here, then 1, 2, 3 out right here. Then connect those all up like so. Once you've done all that, it should look a little bit like this, all symmetrical and great, and you're going to fill in these empty spaces with your magma blocks. Once I've completed doing this, I will show you guys what the final results are like. Here's the finished result of filling in all of that. It's a little difficult to see, but there is a 1 gap difference of going into here and then filling out all of these. Remember, this has to be 1, 2, 3 blocks out from this block. After you have completed that, you will grab your glass blocks and then place a perimeter around it going 1, 2, and 3 blocks up. So that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then continue this all around your magma block perimeter. After you've filled in your perimeter with 3 high walls of glass, you will then do one more layer of magma blocks, so 1, 2, and then your third layer, and you're going to fill in this entire glass perimeter with your magma blocks. The result should look like this: a filled in magma block surrounded with a diamond-shaped glass perimeter. Next up, you're going to place your glass block in the center of this. Then you're going to go 19 blocks up, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 blocks, then place a trapdoor on top of it. Then you can destroy all of these blocks except for the glass one on the bottom, as this will be the landing point for the water, which will be flowing down just like this, all the way down, pushing the items that all the mobs drop. Now you're left with this trapdoor floating in the sky. Your first step is to surround this with some blocks, as you can see me doing here. Then off to one of these sides, you are going to make a kind of diamond-shaped area that will store some redstone, just like this. Then you're going to run a redstone line over this, get your comparator out, and then go to the side and place that so that the one piece is facing towards this direction. Then you're going to waterlog this trap door. After you waterlog the trap door, you're going to grab your observer and go a few blocks up, like you see here, and then place your observer so that the face is on the top, as you see here. Then you're going to place an observer going out, then place a block right in front of that observer, then connect this redstone trail with this block so that this observer can power the block. After you've completed all of this, you're going to place a block in the bottom, which is going to be powered by this observer, which is eventually going to power this trapdoor. Now to see if this thing works, you will place a block right here to update this observer. Then it will send out a few tick pulse, letting out your water, which will flow down, and then give just enough time for the items to be washed up, and then slowly arrive into one of your hoppers and into a chest. Next, we're going to build our platform. So you're going to grab your note block, place one on top of this block, and then grab your building block, then place one on top of there, then a piece of redstone dust, and then go over here and place your building blocks 8 blocks out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then over here too, you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then connect these two, then fill in the area. Now just repeat this process for each of the sides. Once you filled out all the blocks, it should look like this. Now we're going to make it so that you can add more layers. But first, you need to add the mechanism that allows the water to flush the mobs out. So you're going to place some trapdoors surrounding this, and then some glass blocks. And then you're going to waterlog these trap doors after you've set them to go up. So one right there, one right there, one right there, and one right there. How we're going to make this redstone signal go up, we're going to get our redstone block out and then place it on top of there. Then get one of your normal blocks, another normal block, and then one more. Delete these two, then place a sticky piston going down. And then on top of this, we are going to place a note block, normal block, and then a piece of redstone. The next step is going to be placing your next layer, which is going to be on this redstone block. So you're going to do the same as before, 8 blocks out, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should match up exactly with this. Then go to each side and do the exact same until you have the same platform as you did before. Once you have completed adding your layers, you are going to now add your stone slabs, which is going to act as a cover to make all of these as dark as they possibly can be. Now, for the sake of the tutorial, I just added 3 layers, in which, to make the farm the most efficient it can be, you can add up to 20 layers. Where to add these stone slabs, you're going to go above your redstone dust, or if you had a note block here instead, you would just add your stone slabs right on the sides, and then do the same as you would with the platforms going out. And you want to make sure that it's the bottom slab so that no mobs can spawn up here, and which will increase the rates of the farm. Now just do the same exact thing that you did for the platforms below. You should now have a platform that looks just like this. Now the next step is what I think of the most laborious part of the build, and that is to build a very large platform just like the one you see here. How to build this thing, you're going to go to the very edge and then go 15 blocks out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks. Then go to another edge and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 blocks. Then go just like this and then fill it in until you reach the other corner, and then do this for each side of the build. Once you finally made the large platform that will shade the whole farm, you will then create your hopper clock timer. So what you're going to do is you're going to find the middle, which is right here by right here. So then you're going to go 1 block down, and then you see that redstone piece right there, and then you go 1 up, and then you're going to place a note block right there. Then you're going to place a normal block, then a piece of redstone dust. Then you're going to get a lever, and then place your lever right on the side. Then after that, you're going to go to the other side, then get your hoppers out, then grab your hoppers, and then put one right here, and then a hopper feeding to that one, and then they'll feed into each other. And next, you're going to put your blocks right next to them, get your comparators out, and then make the double side point towards the hoppers, so it's going to look just like this. Then get your 2 blocks, put it up right like that, put redstone dust on top of those blocks, then get your sticky pistons out, and put it on top of these redstone comparators facing like that. Then you're going to get a redstone block and place it on top of these hoppers like that. Then you're going to get 28 items of any kind, then throw them in there like that, and that will make a clock where once all the items have filtered into this, it will flip it. Then once it has filtered back into this, as you can see here, it will flip it again, which will create a constant timer, turning this one off, this one on, this one off, then so on if you have more layers, and activating that so that the mobs will fall down and die, and then their items will be washed away. Once the hopper clock goes, they'll be pushed off and they'll fall down, and then the water will go down, then wash away the gunpowder into that, and then right down here you'll see that the gunpowder gets washed away down and over into the hopper in the middle. then you can hook up a bunch of chests or a sorting system and have thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, and if you AFK a lot, millions of items stockpiled for you to use whenever you'd like. Well, that's gonna be it for today, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, hit that like button down below, and if you really enjoyed and want to see more, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this one, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.